Vikash Singh is the answer to make the, the Collegium more transparent? Is the answer to actually have government representatives on a search-cum-evaluation committee? Does a search-cum-evaluation committee even exist in the true sense of being?
Firstly, I have actually suggested a bill to the Law Minister where he should, according to me, pass a law to regulate the Collegium system, because as far as searching the names is concerned, there is a huge problem in the present system. So what the Collegium is doing, it is appointing people whom the Collegium members personally know. Now that is not the right way to find out the best talent amongst the people who would be eligible to be appointed as judges. So the Law Minister, when my comment was taken yesterday, I was told that he has said that he wants to be included in the Collegium itself, and my reaction was on that basis. When I came to know about even today the letter is not in the public domain, but from what I gather later on from the basis of his tweet is that he says that he should be part of the search committee, and that search committee will only shortlist names. And there I am in complete agreement, and I say not only the Law Minister but also the Bar Association of the High Courts or the Supreme Court Bar Association should be involved in this process of searching names. And once the names are collated of eligible people, and this search committee can be told that this is the criteria, the basic criteria on the basis of which you can suggest names. Once those names are suggested, then the Collegium may decide. I mean, there is no problem in the Collegium, there is no change in the Collegium in that sense. But this is just a advance action or I would say a preparatory action to decide on who all would be eligible and suitable, both in terms of integrity and merit, to be considered for elevation. Once those names are there, and once those names are there and the suggestions of all are taken in that process, and if the names are also decided on the basis of, say for instance, if there is an income criteria, so there should be, say supposing 10 lakhs for a particular High Court or 20 lakhs annual income, or if there is a number of reported judgments that you must have in your name, or there must be number of years of standing in the bar, a particular age limit or particular range of age. All those could be the basis for the search committee to decide on names, and then the Collegium decides. So this is really not asking the change of the Collegium system itself or to be part of the Collegium, but it is only making the job easier for the Collegium and bringing more transparency.
But Mr. Singh, and I'll bring in Sanjay Hegde to weigh in on this, because there is no search committee as of now, and you've said that a search committee needs to be formed especially so that a certain amount of transparency sets in. But to have government nominees on search committee is something which many legal minds have raised, as this is an ultimate attempt to control the judiciary. Sanjay Hegde, the fact that I would reckon most of you cannot deny is that there has been a certain amount of opaqueness when it comes down to the Collegium system, therefore the conversation that we are having right now.
There has been opaqueness, but if we are unclear about what the letter says, then let me take both alternatives. If the Law Minister wants to be part of the Collegium, then that is absolutely wrong. If he doesn't want to be part of the Collegium and he only wants to sort of suggest names, that has always been open to the government, and it's not as if the governments have not suggested names for consideration. Every government, whether at the center or at the state, does suggest to the Chief Justice in charge of the Collegium that these are possible names that you might consider, and there always has been negotiation. So are we making a mountain of a molehill? Is it a storm in a teacup, or is it part of another calculated attempt to get this to start demonizing the Collegium and start demonizing the court? That is where doubts arise. We have had a continuous series of attacks on the Collegium judges, speaking of dynasties, and now we've even had constitutional authorities attacking the basic structure doctrine. The basic structure doctrine came about in 1973, much before most of us even went to law college. Now to attack it at this stage speaks to a pattern which is not very healthy.